Looking back at the month of October, if we look at the returns for the stock market, they were down just a little bit this month. Month to date, or for the month of October, the Dow was down about 1.25%. The Nasdaq was down about 0.5%, and the S&P was down 1%. This means that the S&P broke its streak of 5 straight months of positive returns. The stock market does not go up in a straight line, so it is not uncommon to see a little bit of a pullback after such a good run. And 5 straight months of positive returns is a great streak to have. Looking at the returns year to date, the Dow Jones is up almost 11%, the Nasdaq is up just over 20%, and the S&P 500 is up almost 20%, about 19.5% for the year. So it's been a great year in the market, even though the month of October didn't see a positive return for the stock market. Overall, 2024 thus far has been a wonderful year of returns. So looking at the economic data that came out this month, the CPI number, the inflation number, came out at 2.4% year over year. The PCE, which is the Fed's favorite measure of inflation, came out at 2.1% year over year. And the unemployment number came out at 4.1%. So good economic data that came out. We still believe that the Fed, given this economic data, the Fed will continue on with their rate cutting cycle. We think they'll be conservative with that, given the economic data and the economic resilience that has been in the market. They'll continue with cutting rates, but they will be conservative in that approach. We are in the middle of earnings season, so about half of companies have reported their earnings for this most recent quarter. 75% of those companies have beaten earnings on the bottom line by an aggregate of around 6.8%. So it's been a great earnings season so far. We're only about halfway through, but we expect it to continue on with a very positive earnings season. There are plenty of things that can affect the volatility as we go into the remaining few months of the year, including election uncertainty, geopolitics, inflation, investor sentiment. But overall, we still feel and we still believe that the positive outweighs the negatives. So we've seen a lot of economic resilience. We've seen earnings health. We feel that the Fed is continuing to ease policy by cutting rates. We're also seeing price momentum as well as some seasonality. So these last few months of the year are generally great months in the market. So we feel that the positives outweigh the negatives. So even though we had a bit of a down month in the market this month, we still feel that we'll finish the year strong. So hope you all have a wonderful month of November. Look forward to seeing you next month.